Okay, so me again, back at Site B, and this video is just going to cover the adaptation of it that hit theaters about 2 weeks and some change ago. Once again, as I mentioned in my last video, this is going to contain some spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, what's wrong with you? Do you not love Stephen King? I won't judge you now, but I will say that beyond this point, you may want to find a Filthy Frank video or something to watch in the meantime. All joking aside, yeah, I was impressed with it. I mean, it was a powerful adaptation. I would say that Georgie's death at the beginning of the film, it set the tone for what was to come for that 2.5 hour run. And there were some things I was kind of disappointed that did not make its way from the book to the movie, primarily in the case of Patrick's character. Though it kind of sounds sadistic, but I was kind of looking forward to seeing that twisted fuck killed his baby brother. On the opposite of the spectrum, I'm thankful for some of the stuff that didn't make its way from book to big screen, primarily the orgy scene. So, when that whole fight went down between Pennywise and the Losers Club and it cut straight to them being outside the sewers, I just kind of sat back in my seat in the theater, was just like, but overall, I'm going to give Stephen King's It 2017 an 8 out of 10. So now the big question is who's going to be playing the adult versions of these kids in the sequel in chapter 2? Anybody who has seen this movie, you're going to see Allison, can't remember her last name, who is playing Beverly, and you'll say, yeah, if Amy Adams isn't playing this girl, who would be? And she is perfect. Amy Adams will be perfect as adult Beverly Marsh. So let's see that happen. And then other characters, I don't know. My short list right now for some of them, I have three of the boys out of the six. Hands down on who I would like to see play their respective characters. Starting with Ben, I know that a lot of people are going to get a little pissy about this choice, but I think Jerry O'Connell would be the perfect choice to play Ben. He already has, one Stephen King adaptation under his belt with Stand By Me, where he played Vern Tessio, and he was kind of a little on the healthy side back then, and now you look at him and you're like, damn. So I mean, he would have that added effect for that character. But that's just me talking. Now, Mike. Mike is a really tough call. Now, I see two particular actors who would be good to play him. The first one being Eugene Bird, who is known for stuff like 8 Mile, White Boys, Song of the Heart. And then more recognizable face to horror fans would be Seth Gilliam, who has made his run on The Walking Dead since season 6, playing the pastor on that show. So it'll be nice to see that happen with either one of them. Now, in the case of Eddie, you see how this character plays out throughout the entire movie, how neurotic he is because of his mom just keeping him in the mindset that he was sick all the time. I see that carrying over in the shades of Jonathan Silverman, who has made his runs through Hollywood. I mean, he actually played Eugene Morris Jerome in Brighton Beach Memoirs. That is probably like my most memorable role of his, next to his little stint on Give Me a Break, the comedy series on NBC. Underneath him, I would say Eli Roth would be a good choice for Eddie. They both had that look. Now, the acting chops on Eli compared to Jonathan, difficult to say. And it's not, I'm not poking fun at Eli Roth in any shape or form. He is a superb writer and director, but the man does suffer from psoriasis as well as being allergic to cats. So, there's no playing there, no hypochondria, no gazebos, which is probably a second favorite line from the movie next to Rock War! But yeah, that's pretty much it for it. As far as Bill, Stan, and Richie, it's a tough call, and I gotta give up to Richie in this one. I mean, yeah, he didn't have the glasses all minted up with tape and all, but he had the foul mouth. He kept that movie alive, and it makes me want to go ahead and finish up Stranger Things. I've been lacking, so don't judge me. I don't have internet here. And it's been a tough call as far as getting that show out of the way. But speaking of stuff I'm getting out of the way, I want to also take the time to mention that in my Facebook groups, I've noticed where a lot of people, especially in the buy sell trade divisions, have a lot of Italian films from the likes of Mario Bava and Lucio Fulci coming their way. And especially in the case of films like Black Sunday and the Bird with the Crystal Plumage. I mean, we're like talking about the likes of those two as well as Dario Argento. The Belcourt Theater, and this is why I mentioned this, located in Nashville, they are currently hosting an Italo Shock series of films that they're showing between now and early part of October. I will be attending a screening of Black Sunday tomorrow night, and I'm really excited. This is one that I have seen before. It used to grace my shelves. Right now, I'm only fortunate enough to have Suspiria in hard copy format, and I have seen where the groups have been selling them left and right, and I've been wanting to spread the word to them. So I'll probably end up sharing this on a couple of my Facebook groups here down the road. Now, in the vein of other exclusive screenings, for the sake of not showing any bias, I want to go ahead and mention that today, being the 26th of September, select theaters across the nation will be hosting a one-night only screening of Victor Salva's Jeepers Creepers 3. Now, I'm not going to go into bashing anybody. Shocking, I know, right? But really, I was torn on whether or not I should go see this for the sake of giving the franchise a, good stance and all. But I mean, in good conscience, I just can't bring myself to go and see this movie. However, if there's anybody out there who would go see it and would like to share their thoughts, I will offer this. This is a double-side print for the first film. And believe me, I've struggled about whether or not I should even hang this on my wall. Truth be told, here's the deal. Once again, today is Tuesday, September 26th, 2017. To my subscribers who have hung in there with me, and any who have subscribed to me prior to 11:59 p.m. on the 23rd of September 2017 will be eligible for the following contest. Feel free to send a video response to me regarding your experience with going to see the third film and just share your thoughts with it. And this poster will be yours. I'm not really holding my breath on anybody responding to this. Truth be told, I'm probably going to be sending this along to a bonfire that a friend of mine is going to be hosting this Saturday, since I have been on medical leave for the better part of 3 weeks now, and I'll be making my return to work this Thursday. Sadly, I work the weekend, so it's going to be impossible for me to make it out for the little gathering of friends. But look at it this way. If you don't respond to me, at least in some shape or form, I'll be there in spirit. Oh, Victor, Victor, Victor. what can be said other than people make mistakes, but some of those mistakes, they're just unforgivable and can't be overlooked. But once again, feel free to send those video responses. Once again, spread the word on the vids, and thank you for your support and your patience in me getting these set up. It seems like these little snippets go a long way compared to hopping on the rings of a Southern Cinephile blog and sharing my thoughts there. It definitely goes by a lot faster. So, probably got another video coming later tonight. We shall see, but you'll definitely see me tomorrow night at the Gulfport Theater, and I hope that any of the locals out there catch wind of this video and spot me and just say, hey, sup? Who knows? But anyway, everybody have a good rest of the day, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.